Golf Central on YouTube, brought to you by TaylorMade.
The 49th playing of the ANA Inspiration as evening falls over the Dinah Shore tournament course at Mission Hills in Rancho Mirage, California. The opening round of this major championship, the second of 4 to be contested on the LPGA Tour in 2020. With that, welcome into Golf Central. Whit Watson, Mark Rolfing, and Amanda Blumenhurst. The move to September not taking any of the shine off of the ANA Inspiration. Amanda, some opening thoughts on the opening round on day one.
It was really impressive. The course was playing over a shot easier than it was last year. Most of that, I'd have to say, was due to the wind. It was playing in a perfect dome, not as hot as we thought it was going to be. But then also, the players that came out swinging, like Danielle Kang, is who I'm really looking at. The way she's played starting the season and then has kept it going is so impressive, with 4 top 5s, 2 wins, and then kept it up there today with a 68. And she said that she's really been working on her putting and just giving herself a lot of self-confidence about putting. So I look to her to keep going.
I am with you on Danielle Kang. You know, she does have a chance to become the #1 player in the world this week, were she to win. I don't see how you could ever get a better setup for a major championship than what we saw at Mission Hills today. I really thought it looked great. There's been some thinning out of some of the trees, and it was just a wonderful test of golf. The rough is up. The grass is growing. The turf is much healthier underneath the trees that are there now. I like everything about the setup today. I thought the quality of play was impressive. And as good as Nelly Korda drives it, the rest of this field better be careful to not let her get too far ahead here.
Let's take a look at some highlights from day one. Not a lot of wind across the golf course on Thursday. Lydia Ko, par 5, 18th, her 3rd.
And right here, Lydia Ko, 15 wins, 2 majors. 1 was here in 2016. Looking for that second, looking for a win since 2018. Shoots it in close.
69 on opening day for Ko. Hannah Green on the par 3, 8th.
Yeah, the KPMG Women's PGA champion. 167 yards. And this one is all over it. She would make birdie. She shoots 69, 3 under par.
A 2-time winner of this major championship in Brittany Lincecum. This was the 7th, the par 4, and a birdie putt.
In her interview, she said this is the part of the game that she is really happy that has come along since the birth of her daughter, Emery. She's been working on her short game and loves her putting right now.
3 under, 69 on day one for Lincecum. The aforementioned Danielle Kang, 2-time winner this year already, on the 5th, the par 3.
Yeah, this was playing a little bit longer, 193 today. But she has always been a great iron player, even back to her days when she won back-to-back women's amateurs. Look at this one here. Yeah, it almost went in, Danielle. She shoots 68, 4 under par.
Brooke Henderson, 3rd hole, par 4, second shot from 168.
Hasn't played very many events since the restart. Went back home to Canada. So getting it going and looking at this tournament to really get it started, because she's gone off to a rocky start since the restart, but hits it in close.
And then the birdie putt.
And if you're going to hit it in close, it helps when you make that putt.
Go ahead and validate. 68, 4 under for her. Madeline Sagstrom, 8th hole, par 3 for birdie.
Yeah, this is a good-looking putt right here for Madeline. About 22 feet down the hill, turns a little left. She shoots 67.
In-Ji Chun was in the conversation all day long on day one. 16th hole, second shot to this par 4.
And she was in the conversation several years ago when she was the Rookie of the Year, Bear Trophy winner, scoring average, and then kind of hasn't played very well, but showing what In-Ji Chun is capable of today.
And you're seeing the depth of this field as well. 67, 5 under for her. Nelly Korda at the par 5, 18.
Yeah, this is her 3rd shot at the par 5 from 107. Beautiful tempo on that swing, as always with Nelly. That's a good one. She shoots 66.
With more now on the opening round at this second major of the year for the LPGA Tour, we'll send it out to Rancho Mirage and join Lisa Cornwell.
Well, Whit, you all were talking about it earlier before the highlights. The weather today actually pretty benign for this time of year, although that is going to change the next few days. Amanda said it felt like it was in a dome, and this afternoon it certainly did. Now, we had a lot of question marks coming into this week, primarily because the tournament, the championship rather, moving from March to September because of the global pandemic and the hiatus. We got a lot of those questions answered, but you should expect for this golf course, as the heat picks up, to get firmer and faster and more difficult. But as always in a major championship, the key to success, driving it straight, making the putts.
It was more of work on the putting greens during practice round days, and even just like after my round and after my practice was done, I would come out here and hit a few putts, because I mean, at the end of the day, golf is all about confidence, and if I'm stroking it good and give myself, shorter par putts, don't bomb my birdie putts by, it makes it a lot easier.
Well, I think my game is developing every week, and I think I worked really hard on trying to stay on top of my short game. I know that if you're going to win tournaments at it, you have to putt well, and also when you're kind of way off the tee, you have to scramble with your short game. So that has been really important for me, and I know that the days when I'm on the greens, which I was today, I can shoot low scores, and now it's just giving myself more opportunities, and hopefully I can be in this position more often.
It feels pretty good to post a lower score than in the first round, and I definitely made some mistakes out there, but kept trusting my putting and trust my speed, and then I made some good birdies coming down the line.
I felt like I was really close to making a lot of birdies, so I was happy when they started to fall a little bit more on the back nine. Happy with 4 under. It was definitely a solid start. Nice way to spend your birthday, and hopefully I can just continue to keep making some birdies and climb the leaderboard.
I hit it pretty solid. I gave myself a lot of good looks for birdies, and I think that's going to be the key. I felt like I left a few out there, but I think overall, I feel like I'm hitting it pretty solid.
It wasn't too bad. I think we beat the heat. Obviously, I had a nice sun umbrella today. My dad always tells me you can't win it after the first day, but you can lose it. So it was nice to get an under round for the first round, and I just love it here.
And if anybody knows how to be successful out here, it's Brittany Lincecum, a winner in 2009 and 2015. But I want to go back to what Nelly Korda said, just 22 years of age and showing her wisdom in her youth, a 3-time winner already on the LPGA Tour. She said this game is all about confidence. You could tell from listening to her, she's playing with a ton of confidence. She struck the ball beautifully today, rolled it really well. And then you think about the confidence of a Danielle Kang. So there's sort of that similar vibe going across. Madeline getting their first LPGA Tour win. This game is indeed all about confidence, and you have to be confident on this golf course, Whit, to successfully navigate it over the course of 4 days.
All right, Lisa, thanks very much. Back here with Amanda and Mark. Let's talk about this leaderboard for a second. We talked about Danielle Kang, the 2 wins there. In-Ji Chun, 2 top finishes in her last 3 starts. We're going to get to the players in a moment. Let's get to the venue. And yes, the wind was down. Yes, the greens are perfect. It makes for some good putts. But Amanda, you pointed out that this golf course still has some teeth in spots, especially if you miss the fairways here.
It really does. Just the amount of the Bermuda grass is so thick, and that's what we heard in all of the post interviews was you do not want to miss this fairway. Now here with Madeline, this is on number 9. You couldn't even see the ball from the camera angle. They had to go back to footage to kind of help her say, oh no, it's past that second tree, it's there, but it is so buried you can't even see it on camera. And it was so impressive, the shot. Her caddy actually told her, try to hit a cut shot here, because what can happen is the Bermuda can grab the club, turn it over, and just hit it low left. And instead, she was able to hold on to that golf club and hit it onto the green. I was thinking she's going to have to punch out when you can't even see the golf ball like that. But that was throughout the entire course. That really, really thick Bermuda makes chipping very difficult, but very penalizing if you miss the fairway.
Yeah, that was a heck of a shot. She's 6 feet off the fairway, standing over the golf ball, and you can't see it. Now let's talk, Mark, about some of the players that made names for themselves, made themselves known, if you will, on day number 1.
Yeah, one particular that I'm looking at is Brooke Henderson. And in the spirit of full disclosure, I will say that I'm a big Brooke Henderson fan. The COVID pandemic, I think, had a huge impact on Brooke Henderson. And she has taken the restart very cautiously. She did not play the first 3 weeks. as Amanda alluded to. Then she went to the AIG Women's Open and missed the cut there. Finished 54th, I think it was, maybe in Arkansas. This game is way better off when Brooke Henderson is in contention and playing well. And I'm glad to see her come out and have a good start today.
She mentioned her birthday. She turned 23 here on Thursday. We'll take a look at the leaderboard at the 49th ANA Inspiration. Since the inaugural edition in 1972, it's the 38th time this event has been played as a major championship. And just bear in mind that since that time, since '83, a first-round leader or co-leader has gone on to win 9 times. Most recently, that happened in 2018. Pernilla Lindbergh, first-round leader, co-leader, went on to win. Second-round coverage beginning on Friday at 11:30 a.m. Eastern Time on Golf Channel. Lexi Thompson, one of 7 former ANA Inspiration champions in the field this week at Mission Hills. After missing the cut at the Women's Open a couple of weeks ago, 16th hole par 4 second.
She is such a strong player, compresses the ball really well, swings aggressively at it, and because of that, does not make the rough look as thick as it really is. Almost goes in.
Yeah, almost jarred that. She would tap that in for birdie, get to 3 under. Third shot at the par 5 18th.
Yeah, 84 yards here for Lexi. Looking pretty good for a second there, but comes up short and back into the penalty area. She makes bogey.
Drops to 2 under. Goes over to the front 9, 6th hole, par 4.
She hit an incredible 2-iron off the tee. Goes a little bit too far into that rough, and then I don't know what happens. Gets right underneath the ball, shoots it straight in the air, goes into the water, would make a double bogey.
Wow, that didn't get halfway there. She drops to even par, and then for birdie at 8.
Yeah, this is her 17th hole a day and a good one to make a birdie on. She shoots around the 70.
A roller coaster 70, 2 under par for Lexi.
Yeah, it was a little bit of an up and down day, but I started off really well. It was 2 under through 3, and then made a bogey out there on 18. Just didn't hit that great of a wedge shot, but fought strong coming in. I ended with 2 birdies, so definitely a lot of positives to take from the day. But overall, just a little bit of an up and down day, but that's golf.
11:30 a.m. Eastern Time for Golf Central on Friday. Amanda, some final thoughts from you?
It's going to be so interesting to see how this course keeps playing, if the wind picks up, if it gets hotter. My eyes right now are on Danielle Kang and Nelly Korda. Nelly Korda has been playing some amazing golf and confident in her game, as she should be, with some great starts so far this year.